Hi all, Sean from Knowlson Tech here, and today we have another Cinema 4D tutorial. This one is how to make a basic intro. Now, as with most of your projects, you'll want to click on this little button, which is render settings, and you'll want 1280 pixels for the width, and then 720 pixels for the height. This is YouTube 1280 by 720, okay? And yeah, so you can do 1920 by 1080 for 1080p, but believe me, 1280p is much better. This is 1280. No, what am I saying? Not 1280, 720. Sorry about that. Resolution, you can keep it at that, but if you got a good computer, you can bump it up. I usually do 260, and if you're going to be doing a picture, you just want to do current frame, and then it'll render what you see over here. Or if you're doing animation, which we are, you can do all frames. Next, in save, you can save it to where you like. I usually choose desktop and save it as tutorial. Okay, and then you can JPEGs for pictures if you like, and don't keep it as TIFF PSD layers. And I'll tell you something, if you go to Windows, choose AVI. It's somewhere down here. Trust me, AVI is really good. But if you got a Mac which don't have the AVI codec, then you have to do QuickTime Movie, which isn't as good quality, but nevertheless it's decent. Multipass, you can leave that. Anti-aliasing, not geometry, do to best, do to animation. And then what this does is it kind of renders the reflections and the quality a bit. So if it's both to 1, that means you'll get the lowest quality. It'll still look acceptable, but it's not going to be good. If you've got a good computer, well, if you've got an average computer, I'd recommend doing it 1 to 4. If you've got to go do 4 to 16, which I do. Got 10 gigabytes of RAM. I've got plenty of RAM to do that, to render this. Shadow depth, you can keep it as that, but you can change it to your liking. Lens effect, I don't want that. And you can do effect, and then do ambient occlusion and global illumination, because it looks much better, but it will bump your render time up a good hour or two, depending on how much is on the screen. And I don't know if you can see here, I might just zoom in, there's a light and a dark. The light is what you see, and the dark is what's out of the pixel range. So if you just grab this and drag it, that's what you see. Okay, so now onto the tutorial. Sorry if I was blabbing on a bit. Now you're going to get the floor, which is much better than getting a plane and then spamming the dimensions by 9s, because believe me, you will need a floor when you get more advanced in Cinema 4D. I'm not saying I'm advanced, but I'm at least the high-end intermediate. So you can choose a colour for that. I don't really know the colour schemes that I'm going to choose, so I'll just guess. Don't blame me if it doesn't look good. So this is where you can choose your colour, and then click on that, and then it brings up to this box, and you can change whatever. And go into reflection. You know what reflection is. If you don't, you're weird. So you don't want 100% because it's just like a mirror. You want to put it down a bit, 8%, and you can see a nice little reflection there. And then you're just going to drag it on. See how this looks. So it takes some time to render because I got it on 4 and 16. For this tutorial, I'm just going to put it on lower than that. I'm going to just do 1 and 4. So it renders quicker. There you go, almost instant. So next, of course, you want some text for your little intro. You're going to go to MoGraph at the top, hold down the mouse button, and then click Mo Text. Now you can, down here you want to just click Align Middle. So now it's in the middle, and you can use this button up here to rotate, this button up to move, this button to zoom in. So you're gonna get a nice little angle. You're gonna write what you want. Awesome Tech. Let's see if I spelled that right. Yep. You're gonna go into font and Reboard. I like Reboard. Where is it? QR Reboard. There you go. And the text is touching each other, but if you don't like that, which I don't, this is just an additional thing. You don't do this if you do not have this font. You go into spacing and you just space it out a bit. Do not do that if you do not have this font. You can click on it and then click on that to size it down a bit. Next you can choose another color. I'm going to choose orange and black. Nice orange right there. I might even make it a bit dark. Ooh, that looks nice. Don't do what I just did. Don't change the color and reflection. You don't want that. Always make that mistake. Always, always, always. So I'm just going to make it an orange. And now you can bump the reflection up. Just low. Again, you don't want it too high. So the text is going to be red and black. Well, this tutorial is running on a bit. And this is going to be the black. Okay. See how long I've been recording for. 6 minutes already. Woo. And again, you can change the colors. So I'm just going to drag the orange on. And then drag the black on. You'll see why in a sec. Trust me, you'll like it. So in the text, click on the text. You want depth. I like 80-ish. Yeah, that looks good. And then in the color, you want C1 for the selection. Capital C1. And then you have a little black outline, but it's not too, what's it called? Put that back to normal, and I'll put it on that. C1. There you go. Now you've got the black intro, the black outline. So don't do what I did. Don't put selection on the first color. Put selection on the second color. Now, in mode text, go to caps, fill a cap, and then next caps, fill a cap. And you got some nice bulgy text. If I quick render that, it looks good. Now for the animating or camera movements. Click on this little thing that looks like a light. Hold your mouse button down and then go on to camera. Now, what you got to remember is your camera movements will not be registered if you don't have the camera layer selected. So if you click the camera layer at all times. Now, go into, if I move around, okay, look, it's a weird view. That's the camera, okay? That's what you see the camera as a third person perspective. So if you click into cameras, scene camera, you are the camera now. You see what the camera sees. Now, the thing about Cinema 4D is it's really good because you can move any angle, any direction you want. So which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start off at the left. Again, you move by these little buttons. Move, rotate, and you can zoom in with the scroll button. So that's how you do that. So get to your starting point. Make sure you have the camera clicked. And you want to click this little button. It's a keyframe. Which basically, at 0 frames, this is what it'll look like. So you're going to move up to 30 frames. Because in our render settings, 30 frame, what is it? Frame rate, yeah. So you got 30 frames is 1 second. So you can move up to 30. Just rotate to how you like. Click on camera to register the movements. Click on keyframe again. Then I want to go, I don't know, up at 60. Oops, you have to have the camera selection moved. Remember that. Okay, keyframe. And then at 80, I'll zoom in through the O. Quite a typical camera movement. Okay, so let's watch that. Click back to view the first frame and click play. There you go. You got some good camera movements. Those blue lines just show where the camera goes on. So think of it as a what's that thing? It's called a dolly rig or whatever. What the camera moves on. Think of it as that. Now you are ready to render, and this is just basic render settings. So that's it. I'm not going to use them because that's basic, and I like mine to look the best. So I'm going to just load a preset thanks to Rhino GFX. And I'm just going to uncheck that because I don't need it because it makes it render a really long render time. Just going to save. Desktop. Intro. Okay, so that's pretty much it. You know, easy as that. You got a few camera movements in there. I'm just going to render that out and I'm going to show you the final product at the end of the video. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and hoped it was informative. It was a bit long. Let me see how it was. Woo, 11 minutes. Sorry about the length, guys. And just another quick tip, but it's more for intermediate guys. See this, the dashed line? That's the horizon. If you click render, you'll see the horizon. A way to avoid that, if you're just a beginner, you can make the rotation a bit higher so you can't see that. And so yeah, if you're a beginner, just do that, and if you're intermediate and above, I'll do a tutorial on how to make it look good in well, when I have time to do that. And I'm sorry I'm sick, so I hope you liked it. I hope it was informative. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and the final product will be in the video at the end. So thanks for watching.